v-34.co. The average salinity of the Atlantic Ocean is around 36%. The highest salinity is recorded between 15 degrees and 20 degrees latitudes. Maximum salinity 37% is observed between 20 degrees N and 30 degrees N and 20 degrees W. 60 degrees W. It gradually decreases towards the north. 18 www.visionis.in copyright Vision IAS. The North Sea, in spite of its location in higher latitudes, records higher salinity due to more saline water brought by the North Atlantic Drift. Baltic Sea records low salinity due to influx of river waters in large quantities. The Mediterranean Sea records higher salinity due to high evaporation. Salinity is, however, very low in Black Sea due to enormous freshwater influx by rivers. Q72.e. Though a constitution performs the following basic functions, to provide a set of basic rules that allow for minimal coordination amongst members of a society. To specify who has the power to make decisions in a society. It decides how the government will be constituted. To set some limits on what a government can impose on its citizens. These limits are fundamental in the sense that government may never trespass them. To enable the government to fulfill the aspirations of a society and create conditions for a just society. Q73.AO ETC model has been widely deployed by the National Highway Authority of India (NHAI) for construction of roads through public-private partnerships (PPPs). Under the ETC model, NHAI pays private players to lay roads. They are paid the lump sum price awarded through competitive bidding. The government agency NHAI is responsible for getting environmental clearances, land acquisition and fulfillment of other regulatory norms. The contractor designs the installation, procures the necessary materials and builds the project, either directly or by subcontracting part of the work. After completion, the asset road is handed over to NHAI. The private player has no role in the road's ownership, toll collection or maintenance. It is taken care of by the government. Hence, Statement 1 is correct and Statement 2 is incorrect. Q74.co. Both the statements are correct. Ministry of Commerce and Industry recently launched the Startup India Virtual Hub. It is a common online platform for all stakeholders of the entrepreneurial ecosystem like startups, investors, mentors, academia, incubators, accelerators, corporates, government bodies in India, etc. to discover, connect and engage with each other. It will solve the problem of information asymmetry and lack of access to knowledge, tools, experts, and funding, especially in the nascent ecosystems across Tier II and III towns. It will enable users to connect with ecosystem stakeholders, access free learning resources, tools and templates on legal, HR, accounting and regulatory issues and discussion forums. The Startup India Hub comes under Invest India, the official investment promotion and facilitation agency of the Government of India, mandated to facilitate investments into India. The hub has aggregated over 50 relevant GOVD schemes/programs. In the next phase, the platform will also aggregate schemes available across various state governments. Q75.co. The National Trust is a statutory body of the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. CEO of the Trust is Joint Secretary Level Officer. Established under National Trust for the Welfare of Persons with Autism, Cerebral Palsy, Mental Retardation and Multiple Disabilities Act 44 of 1999. It works towards providing opportunities for capacity development of persons with disability, namely education, employment and community sensitization, evolving procedures for appointments of guardians and trustees for persons with disabilities. Q76.AO. Water vapor is a variable gas in the atmosphere, which decreases with altitude. In the warm and wet tropics, it may account for 4% of the air by volume, while in the dry and cold areas of desert and polar regions, it may be less than 1% of the air. Water vapor also decreases from the equator towards the poles. Atmosphere has a sufficient capacity to keep small solid particles, which may originate from different sources and include sea salts, fine soil, smoke, soot, ash, pollen, dust and disintegrated particles of meteors. Dust particles are generally concentrated in the lower layers of the atmosphere, yet conventional. 19 www.visionis.in copyright Vision IAS. The currents may transport them to great heights. The higher concentration of dust particles is found in subtropical and temperate regions due to dry winds in comparison to equatorial and polar regions. Though ozone is another important component of the atmosphere found between 10 and 50 kilometers above the Earth's surface and acts as a filter and absorbs the ultraviolet rays radiating from the sun and prevents them from reaching the surface of the Earth. Q77.co recently Bali declared a garbage emergency across a 6-kilometer stretch of coast that included popular beaches Jimbaran, Kuta and Seminyak. Indonesia is one of nearly 40 countries that are part of an Environment's Clean Seas campaign, which aims to halt the tide of plastic trash polluting the oceans. Global Clean Seas campaign is an initiative launched in 2017 to increase global awareness of the need to reduce